We got to get back because this ruling of Hobby Lobby is saying that businesses do have freedom of religion and cannot be forced to provide birth control if it goes against their own religious beliefs. Many are calling this now a war on women. Listen.
I'm disturbed that 5 male Supreme Court justices would essentially state in a ruling that discrimination against women specifically is not really discrimination in this country.
The Goldwater Institute, Lucy Caldwell, joins us now from Phoenix. It didn't take long for this to become a political rally cry, did it?
Absolutely. The Hobby Lobby decision doesn't represent a war on women. It represents a victory for all Americans. And the left can play identity politics as much as they want, but the reality is there's no war on women. This was a victory for religious freedom, and yesterday was a good victory, albeit a small one, in the fight to defeat this bad health care law.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that all the women were dissenters, all the people who said it was okay in the Supreme Court, all 5, were men. Clearly a disconnect from women, clearly no regard for women, clearly antagonistic of women.
Well, again, poll after poll shows that political rhetoric is not reality. The left can call this a war on women, but the reality is that Americans, when polled, don't feel that there's a war on women. But I do want to get back to the fact that the Hobby Lobby decision, we're excited about it, but yesterday was a day for celebration. Today's the day to roll up our sleeves and get back to fighting the really, truly scary provisions of this law. One of those is a panel that is going to ration all of our care called the Independent Payment Advisory Board. So the religious freedom win, that's important, but right now people are worried about access to birth control. Let's flash forward, several years when people are worried about access to a triple bypass surgery, some of the medical care that we truly need that we're going to be locked out of getting under this new health care law.
Are there any cases that are making their way through the court system that addresses the death panel aspect?
Absolutely. Actually, the Goldwater Institute, where I work, has a lawsuit against the Independent Payment Advisory Board because the panel, by and large, just has no respect for separation of powers, American checks and balances, things that are cornerstones of our American democracy. And what's really frightening that many Americans don't realize is that under this federal health care law, we're not just talking about Medicare reimbursement rates or coverage for people on government health care. The federal health care law empowers the Independent Payment Advisory Board to set reimbursement rates even for private insurance, even for you and me.
Well, death panels, that cuts across men and women. It's going to be interesting to see what the reaction will be to that. Lucy, thanks a lot. We appreciate it. Coming up next, Dr. Manny weighs in on a Hobby Lobby case. What about women who need those drugs for other medical reasons besides contraception? That's after the break.